Good morning, everybody. Right, so I said I was going to do a live because I just felt it was easier to do a live this way because I haven't managed to edit the videos that I've done lately. So I thought I'd do this. There's some stuff that I want to try. I've already done my skincare, but I haven't done my base. So this is going to be just a chatty get ready with me, but also I need to actually get ready. So first things first, I'm going to use this priming water by Makeup Obsession. Everything's everywhere, so I feel a little bit out of sorts because I've got stuff for videos that I need to film. So I need to put this all somewhere that isn't going to bother me. Hi Lee Lawrence, how are you? So I am just going to let that dry and then we're going to get on with it. Let's see. So I'm currently in the middle of using up this in my project pan. So I'm going to try and get some out. At the moment, I'm not having much luck getting it out. I might use the end of a brush here to try and get this out because I'm not having much luck. I do want to sort of get the rest out because that would be good for, you know, let's see if I can get enough out for my face. So I've just scraped that out. I would like to use this all up. I was going to say that it was done, but I didn't because I felt like I was cheating because it isn't completely over. That's terrible, isn't it? That is terrible. Right. I've just washed this. So this is the F47 Multitasker by, what's your name? Sigma. So I'm going to put this on. I want to do a bit of a comparison with the one from Lisa Eldridge because I feel like these are very similar. So you can save like quite a lot of money by using, I mean, this isn't cheap, but it's not expensive. It's like £28. I don't know what that is in dollars, but the Lisa Eldridge is 44. So if they've got the same outcome, which I feel like they have, it's like a medium build. It's just that, well, you don't have to sign up to get it every 4 months. You can, you know, do it so you get it every, you can just do it once, buy it once, try it once. There we go. That's, I think it's just quite nice to, sorry about the noise, I should have turned my volume off. I might do that now. I wonder if I can do that now. Yeah, I turned it off. Not even have it on vibrate because that would be silly. Yeah, I feel like this gives me the same finish. So I might do half and half because I feel like this is a really good foundation. I think, you know, it's one of those that comes up on Instagram and you're like, oh, that looks good, but is it just one of those Instagram adverts? And it is and it isn't. So this is I think it's a demi matte, that's the thing. So it's not as, I don't know, it doesn't feel like that on the skin to me. I like it. I think it's good. Right, that's that done. Let me just put this back on. There is a lot more in there that I can get out. So I could probably got a few more days of application at least. So that's good. I can at least finish that. So for concealer, I'm going to use my Pat McGrath. Let me tell you this, you don't need a lot. You don't need a lot at all. I found out. So I try to be as sparing as possible. Look how little I put on. It's ridiculous. I can't put on a lot at all. I've just cleaned all my brushes. Go me. Go me. Right, I cleaned them all, but can I find the ones I want to use? No, I can't. You look clean. You look like you'll be good. Okay, so just for... Oh, just poke that in my eye. Just for the sake of buffing it out, I like to use a smaller brush so I can get right under the eye. Because I just feel like when I use a bigger brush, it just doesn't work for me. Oh, that is nice. This is a really, really nice concealer. It's by Pat McGrath. It's not cheap, but it's also not too expensive. It's, you know, okay. I didn't pay that much because it was on sale. And I have made another purchase from Pat McGrath because I have no self-control. So, yeah, I have made another purchase. Which should come soon. Yeah, I do prefer using a small brush. I don't know if anybody else feels the same. So that's good, that's done. So next up is my bronzer. Where are you? Okay, this is good, I can't find it. Must be somewhere because I've used it in the last 24 hours. Oh, I can't see a thing. Genuinely cannot see anything. Oh, it's on the floor. Wait there. There we go. Here it is. So this is the She Glam Sun Sculpt. You must know, if you're a follower of mine, how much I love this. I think this is the best thing since sliced bread, as well as the thingies. So I'm just going to place it where I want to contour and add a bit of bronze. One dip is enough. One dip is all it takes. Falling in love with it. Yeah, works really well. So, and then I'm going to use another buffing brush to buff that in. If I'm breathing really funny, it's because my nose is a little bit blocked. I feel like I'm coming down with a cold, which is possible because it's the sort of thing that happens to me in the winter. Like I say, I'm trying to take vitamin D3 tablets at the minute. Right, so I've done that. And then finally, I'm just going to add on this, which is the Colour Bloom Liquid Blush. And this is by She Glam in Birthday Suit. So it's a really, what's the word? Like natural shade, I think. I think it's beautiful. Hello, everybody. I can't see who's joining. I don't know how to do that. Do I? Live chat. There you go. I can see you now. So, yeah, I couldn't see who was joining. Right, I'm just going to buff this out. Oh, I just think these are so nice. Look how nice they buff out. I just can't get over how beautiful they are. Oh, look. Love it. Right, I'm going to pop on a tiny bit of powder. I've not got much powder left. I've got this. Look how much of this powder, obviously. So I'm going to use this brush here. And what I've been doing is I've been, each corner that I need to use, I've been doing it like this and then taking my brush and mixing it in. I've got one use left out of this, really. One use, which is great because that means I've actually finished a product. I'm going to take this all over the face. This is the setting powder from, well, it's an ambient lighting powder. So you can use it all over the face, or you could use it to highlight, and it has got a shimmery undertone, but I do feel but it works as a setting powder really nicely. It's got a really nice veil to it. I like it, always have done. I'm just gonna dig in a bit more there. There we go. Then I'm going to use, let me just put these brushes back, because at the moment we are sort of brush heavy. Then I'm going to use this big brush here for bronzer. And the bronzer I'm using today is actually, do you know what? Yeah, the bronzer I'm using today is this bronzer here, which is by Poundland. And it is £1, and it's one of the best bronzers I've ever used. I think it's absolutely beautiful. I think it is a great colour. I don't think it's too dark. I think it's got, yes, it's got shimmering, but it's really good to have that in there. It light reflects rather than, it's not glittery. I think it's a great, great bronzer. And it's £1, Makeup Gallery. It's great. I've used quite a lot. I'm starting to see the pan through there, which is good because I'm going to use this one next to finish off. Then I'm going to use a little bit of my Hourglass powder. I'm not doing this on purpose. I do have others that I want to use, but it's just that these are the only ones that I've got to hand. So I'm just using this brush here that I washed yesterday. Honestly. A little fibre in there. So I'm just going to use that on top of the blush that I just put down, just to give myself an extra bit of oomph. And this again is an ambient lighting one, so there's a bit of sheen in there to give you a bit of lift, but not over sparkled. However, I am going to be using some new makeup. So the new makeup is, I bought off eBay this Natasha Denona, what are you called, Diamond and Glow. So I'm going to give that a go. Sorry, that's just gone right in your eyes. I'm going to give it a try because I want to see what all the hype is about. So I'm just using this little brush here. I'm just going to pop that on the top. Okay, that's very glowy. Oh, that powder went right down my cheek. Yeah, that is very glowy. You don't need a big brush for that. Can you see that glow? There you go. That's really nice, actually. I might put a little bit just over the nose a bit. Yeah, that's nice. That's really pretty. Okay. Very good. Right, next up is eyebrows. And then we get to set the face. So I'm using Sigma. And if you haven't been following me for Morning Aunt B, if you haven't been following me, you won't know that I'm really enjoying this Sigma palette. I used to use an eyebrow pencil, but it just wasn't working the same. So I started using eyeshadow, and that to me was working a bit better, to be honest. So then I took the plunge and bought an actual eyebrow powder. I bought the Sigma one. There wasn't any other reason for the fact that I liked the colour, and I just wanted a brow duo. That was my plan. So I've tried it a number of different ways. I tried doing it so I like outlined the top. That doesn't work. It just makes them look really unnatural. I just want them to be filled in, you know. So now I'm just trying it where I do the bottom with a darker colour and then take the lighter colour and fill it in a bit. I say lighter colour, it's not much lighter. I don't think the colours are much different. So that's that. And then I will do this side, which is the more difficult side, if I'm honest. I don't know if anybody else finds that. I do like having a darker brow. I'm lucky I've got quite dark brows and they're quite thick naturally, so it doesn't look unnatural when I add the darkness in. Like, people are like, oh yeah, that is your brows. That's just how dark they are. I'll give them a little brush through. Yeah, that looks quite nice. It looks nice in the mirror. It looks all right there. Looks okay. That will do. So I'm just going to set my face if I can find my setting spray, which I know is on here because I had it very recently. So if it's, oh, it's there. I can see it. I can see it, everyone. So I'm using the NYX Dewy Finish one. This is nearly done. And there's something about setting your face after you've done like all that powder. It just feels glorious. So, right, let's pop on the base as I always do. Have I washed that brush? Probably. So I need to find the brush that I use for this. There we go, I'll use this one. Right, so I'm just using a flat brush for this. So I, there we go. So, brows are done. Now to use, this is the P. Louise base, which is going to last me a whole lifetime. Like I said, I don't know why I've got such a big one. I think because I didn't order a big one. I ordered a mystery box and this came in it, and I've just used it ever since, and I haven't used anything else since. I think this is a really good base for anybody who's looking for a base. Like, if you're a makeup artist, this would be great because of course you'd be using it over and over again, and it's a big size. You don't need it if you're like not doing your makeup 4 times a day. Like, it just seems very excessive to have it like this. So I put it on. I like to put it right up to the brow bone. That's why I use a brush like this, because then it will carve it out a bit better. But I always use a base, and I can't put my eye makeup on without it. I don't know if anybody else feels the same. I just don't think it works. I don't think the eyeshadow pops whatsoever. Right, so this is a very new makeup brand to me. I've never heard of them before. Nobody talks about them. It's called Mad Beauty. It was cheap. It wasn't expensive. So I bought this. We don't get Colourpop here in the UK. So I bought the Star Wars, the Mandalorian, the Child eyeshadow palette, and it's got 12 shades, and they are a greeny sort of, it's like a greeny colour. I just like the greens. So it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shimmers and 1, 2, 3, 6 mattes. I should have guessed that. One of these mattes is falling out. It's no good. It does have a light cream, so I don't need to use my other ones. So that's good as well. So I'm just going to use this palette today, and I will give you a first impressions. Oh, sugar. I have got foundation everywhere. Well done me. Well done me. Right. So I'm just going to use a nice powder brush. This is more like a yellow tone, but I don't care. So going in with this matte first, and we'll see. Yeah, it's a bit yellowy, but that's okay. I only do set my shadow to the top, but I don't go onto the lid. Okay, so first of all, we will take this shade at the bottom. There's no shade names. I'm just going to take that shade at the bottom. They're quite powdery, but this isn't an expensive palette. Like, what do you expect? I'm hoping that they blend nicely though. Okay. There's colour there. Is it difficult to work it? At the moment, okay. That's okay. This is the one that's going to fall out, possibly. So I'm just going to lay this down as a crease shade because I want to layer up the colours from light to dark. Most people now are doing dark to light, but I just can't get on board with it. I've tried. It just doesn't work for me. So I'm just going to lay that shade down first. Actually, it's probably best if I do it this way. I have got foundation all over my desk. That's going to be fun. Okay, so I'm just going to pop this in the crease like the other side. Oh, this is actually very, very nice. I didn't expect this at all. This is going down nicely. That's going on really nice. Very interesting. Okay, so there's 2 shades very, very similar, but I'm just going to use the one that's next to this at the bottom, which is like a deeper shade. I'm just using the same brush. Ooh. You do have to, there's no fallout here, but there might be. I did have to just tap that brush off. I'm just going to deepen that a bit. I'm just going to take that through there. Okay, okay. That's layering nicely and it's not patchy. Very nice. Okay. Do you know, some cheaper eyeshadows just blow my mind. I've done a comparison coming up very, very soon of the Metropolis palette versus a She Glam palette that is a dupe of it. And it's, I'm not going to lie, it's pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to take, there's a green matte in here, so I'm going to take that on this brush because I want to add that to the outer corner. Rupert, sorry, Rupert's now barking, so that's fun. So I'm going to, oh, okay. And yet again, that's gone on really nice. Okay. This palette was £12.50. Shades are quite big. That's gone on really nicely. Okay. I'm just going to go, I'll just tap that off. And then I'm just going to add that here. So outer corner. I hate it when something, I was fully expecting for it to not work. I should have a bit more faith, really. Okay, I've placed that down. There's been no fallout so far, but I have been tapping off my brush, so that doesn't mean anything, I guess. No, it does mean something, but we haven't got into the shimmers yet, so it doesn't really mean anything yet. Right, so I've just added that in to there. Okay, so I don't know whether to use this one or this one. Oh, that one I'm going to use. Okay, so I'm going to take a small brush. I'm going to go into this. This is where the test is. This is a shimmer shade. Okay. Are you freaking kidding me? What? That's gone down so nicely. What? Why is nobody talking about these shadows? What? So, I don't know anything about this brand at all. Nobody talks about it. I love a shimmer shade that like really goes on like that, like metallic. I'm not bothered about sparkle. I just want the metallic. That's so nice. Come on. That's lovely. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm going to take that brush again with green on. I'm just going to blend those two together. Oh my gosh, I'm absolutely loving this shade. This green shade is pretty perfect. Okay. That was interesting. Okay, so I'm going to go into that gold shade that I had before on my finger. I'm going to use that as an inner corner highlight. Okay, That's very pretty. That's so nice. It's got a little bit of like green reflect in it. I like that a lot. It goes really nice. This is really quite pretty. I'm actually quite stunned. I'm going to take it's like a grungy, greeny brown. I'm just going to take both the green and the brown on the same thing, and I'm going to put that just underneath the eye. Oh, there is fallout there. That's my fault. That is my fault. That was my fault. I did not tap that off whatsoever. Okay. Just going to go there. The same on this side. I am shocked at the quality of these. I'm actually quite shocked. Interesting, very interesting. I'm just going to take a small brush. I'm going to go into that green, and I'm going to take that, tap it off. I'm just going to run that under here up to there. There we go. Okay, I'm absolutely loving that. I'm going to put on some eyeliner. My current favourite eyeliner of all time is the Makeup by Mario. It's so mucky, but it bloody works. It's so good. It's a great eyeliner. And I'm just going to do a wing. I'm just going to do a small wing today. I really like having winged liner on my eyeshadow. Oh, sorry, it's really hard for me to do. Now my eyes are a bit more crinkly. I'm struggling to do the inner part of my eye. I don't know if anybody else finds that. I just need to not blink, and I blink a lot these days. So I'm just taking that. I feel like this goes over eyeshadow so nicely. And that rarely happens. And you can get a really precise wing. Look at that. I feel like the wings are so precise on this. So what I do is I do a line first, and then I literally just join up here like this. I'm just really struggling with this eyelid problem that I've got. I've got crinkly eyelids. I don't know if anybody else has that same issue. It's so annoying. And this does dry down. It goes really nicely, I think. Let me just turn that round a bit. There we go. That's better. Okay, that's those eyes done. Everybody asks me how I do my eyeliner so quick, but I've been doing it for a very long time, and I feel like the way to do it is by practice. There's no other way. You just have to keep practicing it and just trying to get your hands steady, trying to get things set. I love this. I love this eyeshadow. It looks really good in real life. I don't know on the camera how good it looks, but in real life it's looking really good. Yeah, I'm well happy with that. I could happily wear this palette a lot because it's like a grungy green. It's not too poppy. I've got a green palette that I love, but it's very like primary, pardon me, primary colour green, not like that sort of colour that, you know, this sort of grungy green. Mad Beauty, what an interesting concept. I want to try more from this brand now, you know, like just to try it. Nobody else is talking about it. I looked everywhere online to see if anybody else was talking about it. Nobody's talking about it. Interesting. Very interesting. That's what the palette looks like. It's like a neutrally greeny. It's really pretty. Okay, for lipstick, I don't want to go too OTT, so I'm literally just going to use, I'm just going to move this off the here now because it's getting on my nerves. I'm just going to, it's on my desk, that's why I'm using it. This is the Huda Beauty in Interview, and it's just a matte lippy, sort of like a brownie, peachy, beigey nude. And that is the look done and complete. I have to admit, I'm actually quite impressed with that palette. What were your thoughts? Let me know. If you haven't already, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you wish, or if you've been live, thank you for joining me. I don't do many lives on my channel. It gets very, I'm all over the place, and when I record, I'm all over the place anyway. So yeah, but I just thought I'd get this one done because I'm trying to get one done every single day. Thanks so much for joining me. I will see you in my next video, which will be tomorrow. Take care, guys.